السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. تحية طيبة لك عزيزي المشاهد وعزيزتي المشاهدة. مرحبا بكم مجددا في قناتكم Learn English Easily. في هذا الدرس ستتعلم كيف تقول بالانجليزية أملك أو عندي أو لدي. Hello everybody, welcome back to your channel Learn English Easily. In this lesson you're going to learn the verb to have in the simple present. Okay, so simply the verb to have is the following. So we have the singular form and the plural form. You can say I have. We have already seen, or you have already seen, I, you, he, she, it, you, we, they in the previous lessons. So these are subject pronouns, الضمائر. I, you, he, she, it, and you, we, they. So I have يعني أنا أملك أو لدي أو عندي. مثلا I have a car, عندي سيارة. I have. You have. You have يعني لديك أو عندك أو تملكه. He has يعني هو يملك، هو عنده، هو لديه. She has تملكه، هي تملك. It has كما قلنا سابقا it تستعمل للغير العاقل. الآن صيغة الجمع plural. You have أنتم تملكون. We have نحن نملك. They have هم يملكون. So I'll repeat again. I have, you have, he has, she has, it has. You have, we have, and they have. Okay, as you can see, we have two words which are repeated here. Have and has. Now let's see some examples. لنرى بعض الأمثلة في صيغتين. The affirmative form يعني الجمل المثبتة, the affirmative sentence, and the negative sentence والجمل المنفية. Example number one is I have a dog. This is affirmative. This is an affirmative sentence. I have a dog means أملك كلبا. I have a dog. لدي كلب أو عندي كلب. لنغير هذه الجملة إلى جملة منفية أو جملة نفي كما نقول. إذن نقول I don't have a dog. I don't have a dog. انتبهوا إلى الفعل. هنا I have يعني أملك. هنا I don't have يعني لا أملك. Let's see the second example. You have a bike يعني أنت تملك دراجة هوائية. لنغير هذه الجملة إلى negative sentence. You have a bike. You don't have a bike. Okay, you have a bike is the negative sentence. You don't have a bike is the negative sentence. Example number 3. Hassan has a cap. يعني حسن يملك قبعة. حسن عنده قبعة. Now the negative sentence is he doesn't have a cap. He doesn't have a cap. Okay, notice that here has changed to doesn't have because we are talking about Hassan. Hassan has a cap. He doesn't have a cap. Now next example is Maryam. Maryam has a car. She doesn't have a Maryam has a car. This is the affirmative sentence. Now the negative sentence is she doesn't have a car. She doesn't have a car. Be careful here when you change the affirmative sentence into the negative sentence. So has affirmative, negative doesn't have. Maryam has a car يعني مريم تملك سيارة. Maryam doesn't have a car يعني مريم لا تملك سيارة. Now we هنا the subject pronoun is we. نحن we have chairs. نحن نملك كراسي. We have chairs. The negative sentence is we don't have chairs. We don't have chairs. Okay. Now, next example is you have cats here. You have cats here. يعني لديكم قطط هنا. The negative sentence you don't have cats. يعني لا تملكون قطط. You don't have cats. They have balls. يملكون كرات. They have balls. The negative sentence is they don't have balls. They don't have balls. So the most important thing here is to remember that the verb to have, when you want to conjugate the verb to have, you have to use have and has. Now let's move to the rule. لننتقل إلى القاعدة. متى نستعمل have ومتى نستعمل has. هذه هي القاعدة هنا أسفل الشاشة. rule بالأحمر. rule. The rule يعني القاعدة. So when the subject is I, you, we, they, we use have for the affirmative sentence and don't have for the negative sentence. يعني عندما يكون الضمير I يعني أنا, you أنت, we نحن, they هم I'm sorry, نستعمل have و don't have. I'm sorry again. So, and when the subject is he, she, and it, we use has, doesn't have. So I'll repeat again. We use have and don't have with the subject pronouns I, you, we, and they. We use has and doesn't have with the subject pronouns he, she, and it. Okay, so this is it. Very simple, very easy to remember. Now let's see the questions. Now how you can ask a question with the verb to have. So simply you say, do you have, if it's you, or does he have or does she have. Okay, if you talk about a person, he or she, a boy or a girl, a man or a woman. Now look at this picture now. This is Janet. Of course, look at the picture. She has a cat. Now you have here Rose. Okay, صديقة جانيت. Rose تسألها سؤال: هل عندك قطة؟ So كيف ستقول؟ ببساطة تقول Do you have a cat? هل لديك قطة؟ Do you have a cat? Now كيف ستجيب جانيت؟ ستجيب نعم لدي قطة. ستقول Yes, I do. I have a cat. I'll repeat again. Do you have a cat? Yes, I do. I have a cat. Now, next example. Of course, you all know this person. He is a famous footballer. His name is Ronaldo. Okay, look at his car. Look at Ronaldo's car. It's a very big and expensive car. So here we have Ahmed. He asks this question. Does Ronaldo have a big car? Does Ronaldo have a big car? هل يملك رونالدو سيارة كبيرة؟ للجواب سيقول رشيد Yes, he does. He has a big car. نعم، هو يملك سيارة كبيرة. Yes, he does. He has a big car. He can say yes, he does, and that's it. Or yes, he does. He has a big car. So I'll repeat. Does Ronaldo have a big car? Yes, he does. He has a big car. Now let's move to the next picture. Look at this woman. Her name is Maria. Look at Maria's purse. Purse يعني محفظة نقود. انظروا إلى محفظة نقود Maria. Does she have any money? Is there any money here in her purse? No, of course not. So she seems very sad. She's unhappy. Now the question that Susan can ask is, does Maria have money? هل تملك ماريا نقودا? Does Maria have money? The answer is no, she doesn't. She doesn't have money. No, she doesn't. She doesn't have money. She doesn't have money. لا تملك نقودا. I'll repeat. Does Maria have money? No, she doesn't. She doesn't have money. Now look at the next sign. Look at this man holding a sign which says no dogs allowed. No dogs allowed. يعني ممنوع الكلاب هنا. So this is a guard. هذا حارس لنقول حارس حديقة. And a tourist comes ويأتي سائح ويسأله. Tourist يعني سائح. يسأل the guard. Do you have dogs here? هل لديكم كلاب هنا؟ Do you have dogs here? The guard answers, no, we don't. We don't have dogs here. لا, ليس هناك كلاب هنا. We don't have dogs here. We don't have dogs here. So I'll repeat these short conversations. Rose, do you have a cat? Yes, I do. I have a cat. Does Ronaldo have a big car? Yes, he does. He has a big car. Does Maria have money? No, she doesn't. She doesn't have money. Do you have dogs here? No, we don't. We don't have dogs here. Very good. So this is how you can ask a question using the verb to have. Now let's do some exercises. Here we have sentence number 1. Karim has a dog. Karim has a dog. So what you're going to do is replace Karim with I. ستقوم بتعويض كريم ب I بين قوسين the subject pronoun I. كيف ستقول؟ ما هو الجواب؟ هنا عندنا has لأننا نتحدث عن كريم وكريم هو he كما قلنا. القاعدة تقول he, she, it نستعمل has I'm sorry. So this is it. So the answer simply is I have a dog. Okay, I have a dog. Now number 2, we have a cat. Now let's replace we with Mona. I'm sorry. So what can you say? Mona is she. عندما يكون لدينا she نستعمل has. إذن ببساطة نقول Mona has a cat. We have a house. لدينا منزل. نبدأ الجملة بيسير. يسير يعني يمكن أن نعوض يسير ب he. هو يملك منزل. إذن ببساطة عندما يكون لدينا he نستعمل has. يسير has a house. You have children. يعني أنتم لديكم أطفال. لنعوض you برشيد and سلمى. So Rashid and Selma is what? Is they. So simply Rashid and Selma have children. ويمكن أن نعوض رشيد and سلمى بالضمير والضمير هو they ونقول they have children. Number 5. They have a garden. يملكون حديقة. لنعوض they ب the house المنزل. هنا نتحدث عن المنزل يعني شيء لنقول غير عاقل شيء مادي. إذا نعوضه ب it ونقول the house has a garden. The house has a garden. Now let's move to the next exercise. The question says put the verbs in the negative form. يعني عندكم جملة في صيغة affirmative form. For example, I have a bird. You change this sentence into the negative form. And we say I don't have a bird. I have a bird يعني أنا عندي طائر. أملك طائر. I don't have a bird. لا أملك طائر. أحمد has a bike. أحمد يملك دراجة. كيف سنغير هذه الجملة إلى جملة negative يعني النفي. إذن هنا لدينا أحمد negative form is doesn't have. أحمد doesn't have a bike. 3. You have 3 brothers. أنت لديك 3 إخوة. نغير هالجملة ونقول أنت ليس لديك 3 إخوة، ونقول you don't have 3 brothers. You don't have 3 brothers. The dog has a long tail. الكلب لديه ديل طويل. tail ديل. إذا نحن نتكلم عن the dog حيوان، ويمكن تعويضه ب it. It has a long tail. وببساطة نقول the dog doesn't have a long tail. The dog doesn't have a long tail. Number 5. We have blue cars. نملك سيارة زرقاء، أو عندنا سيارة زرقاء. The negative form is we don't have blue cars. We don't have blue cars. They have a swimming pool. They have a swimming pool. لنغير هذه الجملة إلى جملة إلى negative sentence. They don't have a swimming pool. They don't have a swimming pool. Now let's move to this exercise. Translate these sentences into English. ترجم هذه الجمل إلى الإنجليزية. الجملة الأولى هي لا أملك كلبا، أملك قطة. إذن ببساطة لا أملك هو يعني ما عنديش، ما ليس لدي. I don't have. So I don't have a dog, I have a cat. I don't have a dog, I have a cat. أختي لا تملك سيارة، تملك دراجة نارية. أختي my sister لا تملك، إذن نقول my sister doesn't have a car, she has a motorcycle. My sister doesn't have a car, she has a motorcycle. مراد لا يملك شقة، يملك منزلا. إذن مراد هو هي، نتحدث عن هي. مراد doesn't have a flat, he has a house. مراد doesn't have a flat, he has a house. لا يملكون نقودا، هم، لأن نتحدث عن they. They don't have money. They don't have money. هنا لدينا سؤال: هل تملك دراجة هوائية؟ كيف سنطرح هذا السؤال بالإنجليزية؟ Do you have a bike? Do you have a bike? Do you have a bike? Okay, so this is it. So the verb to have, when you want to conjugate the verb to have, or to use the verb to have, you have 2 simple, very easy words, which are have and has. ومتى نستعمل have وhas؟ have كما قلت سابقا نستعمله مع هذه الضمائر I, you, we and they. مع هذه الضمائر نستعمل have. I have, you have, I have a car, you have a car, we have a car, they have a car. وصيغة النفي don't have نقول I don't have, for example, I don't have a house. لا أملك منزل. You don't have a house. We don't have a house. They don't have a house. أما بخصوص has فيستعمل مع he, she, it. ونقول he has 1 brother. هو عنده أخ واحد. Or she has a sister. هي عندها أخت واحدة. It has. So this is it. This is it. As always, don't forget to subscribe to get more lessons. Thank you very much for your support. Goodbye.